Welcome to Is Franchising Right for You? With your host, Rick Morgin. Through each episode, we'll demystify preconceived notions about franchising, both entrepreneurs franchising and those buying a franchise. You can find this show on all the major platforms, including YouTube, LinkedIn, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Now here's the host of Is Franchising Right for You? Rick Morgin.
Good morning, Maile. It is an honor and a pleasure to have you as a guest on my podcast. I think you have a very interesting story because we've known each other for several years, and yes, I've quietly watched your business flourish and grow. Do you consider yourself a business coach or a referral coach? How would you describe your business?
I say I'm a business coach. I specialize in business development through relationships. So I really work with my clients who are typically professional services businesses to help them build influence, connection, and business through the referral process. So yes, I oftentimes say I'm a referral coach, but I truly am a business coach, and my specialization is business development through relationship.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's developing relationships through referrals. Seems like it could be exponential, but is that the case? Or should it be confined to your key ones, people you know and trust?
Well, I definitely always think that when we have a powerful network, it will take us through any challenge that ever comes to us and help us achieve any goal or dream that we desire. So I always encourage my clients to build their network both wide and deep. So it's great to know a lot of people. And when it comes to referrals, building trust is essential because referrals rely on trust, and the higher level trust, the higher quality referral. And of course, when we get into strategy, we want to be more efficient and effective with our time because as entrepreneurs, we can easily be busy and we always have a lot on our plate. So when we want to be looking at our daily, weekly, monthly activities, we want to be efficient and effective. So we're going to focus on what I call our top 12. So really having a top 12 referral team that is the focus of your network. That's your inner circle of your big sphere of influence.
A couple of key words there: building trust and strategy. Now, in identifying a strategy to identify the top 12, it's a process of developing trust or building trust and maintaining that trust. So I got to think that one cannot expect instant gratification from that strategy, from the strategy of building that trust from the top 12. Is that kind of the picture I'm trying to convey? Is that right?
Well, it is a long game strategy, right? Because it's about having these solid relationships that will serve you in your business as you expand it for the long term. And there is I need to figure out a terminology for it, but it's akin to compound interest. When we build a strategic referral relationship, as it develops over time, and as our network develops over time, there is a compound interest to it. So where you start today is different than where you'll be in 5 years from now with the amount of productivity that your network can provide you. Now, Now, depending on your personality, you can get a dopamine hit from just getting a smile across the table when you meet that person for coffee and are starting that relationship. So there is some instant gratification and those instant connections where we really click with someone and we get to help somebody else. So, part of the strategy is to have a giving mindset and to help other people as a way of growing your business. And it feels really good to give. So you can have some instant gratification if you want that, of feeling good by helping someone else and give. And sometimes, things do happen very quickly.
Oh, I have an example of that, and maybe you can give me some feedback. So I had lunch with a network connection that I met in February, and we just met yesterday for lunch. And he's a commercial realtor. Mm-hmm. So after that lunch, I get back to my office and I start making my follow-up calls. And one call is a prospect candidate who has expressed frustration in finding commercial space for a quick serve restaurant that they're looking for. Mm-hmm. So I said, well, you've been unsuccessful on your own. Let me introduce you to somebody. So and I made that connection this morning via email. So is that kind of that's the start of something, right?
Exactly. That was a great story, Rick. Perfect. Exactly what I was talking about.
So I do want to point out, and I didn't say it in the beginning, but your business is Asentiv.
Yes.
And right, that's the name of your business. And on the surface, I had no idea it was a franchise.
Well,
I think what you've developed over the 7 years that we've known each other is amazing. And it's a testament to you following a process within the franchise system to build this amazing business.
Thank you, Rick. Yes. Coaching is a strange franchise I've seen over the years. So I've had my coaching franchise for just over 12 years now. And I've seen, some of the things that happen within the coaching franchise. And it really is based on the coach to really develop it. And one of the great things about being part of a franchise is you don't have to start from scratch and develop everything yourself. And so they help you lay out, some of the programs that you can offer and, some of the marketing ideas and really the key thing that one of the things my franchise does is help us share how to market ourselves, right? Because when someone invests in a coach, it really is, can I connect with this person? Is this the right coach for me? Can I take advice from this person? Right. So you have to develop yourself as a coach, and you have to promote yourself as a coach, and you have to know your value. And so Asentiv has helped me develop my, understanding my unique value that I provide as a coach within, of course, the context of Asentiv.
And it's also allowed you to develop Maile Collmer as a brand too, which is incredible. Well, okay. So you started something I wanted to talk about. Let's go back to that 13 years ago, between that 13th and 12th year. What made you decide to become a coach, a business coach? What were you doing before, and how did you get into this?
So I was a realtor, and that was my first career. So I was a realtor for about 20 years, and I didn't think I would do anything else. But one of the things you have to do as a realtor is always get new business. And so I was implementing the strategies of Asentiv, and I had a coach through Asentiv that was helping me implement those strategies. And I had been developing my referral marketing strategies from, when I first got in the business, and kept always looking to find how else could I do referral marketing better, right? How could I be more efficient and effective with my referral marketing strategy? So I didn't have to do a lot of cold calling and door knocking. I wanted to do my business through relationship and referral. As a realtor, that's how I wanted to do my business. So I continually sought out training and coaching and read books and gathered all the information I could, and then eventually was introduced to Asentiv's certified networker program. And I was like, this is what I've been looking for. It puts it kind of all together. And so I'd kind of been doing a lot of the different pieces, but it put it into a sensible place. So, as sometimes people say, it's like my own hair club for men story, right? Like I was a customer and then I became an owner. And because I fell in love with business development through relationship, and I knew that if I could learn it and do it for my business, I could help other people. And there's just something just really amazing about helping someone else build their confidence and build their business and see them grow and develop and be a part of that. And quite frankly, I also wanted to do more speaking. And not a lot of places were wanting to hear about real estate, but they definitely wanted to hear about referrals and networking. And so that's a little bit about how I got into it. And I got invited to become an owner in the franchise. So that was exciting I didn't think I would do anything about real estate, but it was just such a great opportunity for me to grow and do something even more, that I decided I would do it. And I could always go back to real estate if I wanted to. But now that I'm in it, this is the perfect thing for me. I thought real estate was a great career. This is even more who I am. And I absolutely love it so much, and gives me great satisfaction to help other people in this way.
I can see that because of your original connection to real estate, and now as a business coach, creating referral strategies, you can really help that real estate community based on your experience in both sectors. Mm-hmm. Is there statistics on closing rates on referrals? Maybe, or not closing rates, but if you were to qualify leads, mm-hmm. maybe that referral is the highest value. Is there any information? Yeah.
Well, so Baylor University did a study, and in that study, they did some direct prospecting, and what they found is, on average, it took 8 to 10 hours of direct prospecting or cold calling, that type of thing, to procure a viable, a qualified prospect. So it took 8 to 10 hours to get one prospect appointment. And then on average, it was 1 in 20 that closed. Okay, so that's a lot of hours. Mm-hmm. And in referrals, the larger statistic, overarching statistic, is 1 in 6 closes. My clients experience more like 1 in 4, and depending on the referral source, right? So those, you get those really great referral sources. If you count your best referral source, it can be like 99% closing rate. So there are definitely a lot of statistics, and referred clients close faster, right? So it usually on average takes 5 to 12 or over 5 contacts to close a cold prospect, where it's usually less than that. And a huge percentage closes on that first or second contact for referral. So you have a higher closing rate, Your sales close faster. And one of the other things is they tend to buy more. Referred prospects buy more, stay clients longer, are more loyal clients, and refer more, 2.5 times more referrals. So there's a lot of statistics around the quality of referred business.
Oh, that's incredible information. Now, I've noticed, well, I understand that developing referral strategies for B2B, business to business, is tantamount. Can those referral strategies work for a business to consumer type
100%.
of?
I mean, real estate is business to consumer.
Yeah, it's true.
So it is easier for business to business, and it can be a game changer for a business to consumer. Now, so I don't do much with anything like retail or anything like that. We're talking more when you're talking professional services, where someone's providing a service and their expertise as the business. So attorneys, real estate, anything like that is going to do well with referrals.
So services, professional services, could that apply to home and property service type of business owners too? You know, it's cultivating referrals. They do a great job and they ask for a referral, you know, at the end of the job. Could that work?
Well, that you're talking about asking for referrals from clients, and that is one strategy. I don't think that is the best and most reliable strategy to really grow a business with consistent referrals, because one client who is a employee who has a job, they don't have the same understanding and network that another business owner has. So the key strategy that I teach, tell you my super duper secret, is developing relationships, strategic, reciprocal referral relationships with other business owners. So you can pass business back and forth on a regular basis. So if you think about that realtor, yes, they're going to ask for referrals from their clients. But if that client is an employee, which a lot of great real estate clients are employees, they have a job, they've got that consistent income so they can pay their mortgage, like buy a house with that mortgage, right? And so they go to their job, they see the same handful of people all the time, they come home, see the same handful of people, and they don't come in contact with a lot of new people, most employees, right? And they don't understand the need or ever have experience in trying to develop business or do sales. So they don't have the same understanding. But if you connect with another business owner, so so a lot of my real estate clients, so for example, one of my real estate clients, he received in the first 10 weeks of this year, $7 million in listings from one referral source, an estate planning attorney. So that one source sent him several listings. That was 7 million in sales volume for him, right? So one source, lots of business. And that's how the magic of doing this for business to consumer, as well, of course, as business to business. So business to business, it seems a little bit more obvious and it's easier. But when you hit that magic button with the business to consumer, it is incredible how effective referral marketing can be.
So one of the things that business owners can do is to connect with other business owners to create that referral relationship. Are there other key things that business owners should think about, whether it's a realtor or a business owner of a home and property service company or an attorney? A couple of other key points that they need to know.
Well, it's you want to be networking with the right people. And so I always recommend being an active participant in 3 networks. Okay, so some kind of business referral network, something that is, I always think it's great to be a part of something that's your industry association, because that keeps you sharp and on top of what's happening in your industry. So it keeps you the expert and knowing what to do and how to pivot as things change in our marketplace. And then, it could be something like a chamber or a nonprofit association or there's lots of different networks. I mean, you definitely want to be in 1 or 2 that are business referral related, like chamber and there's lots of business referral groups out there. So those are really important to be surrounding yourself with potential referral sources and develop some key referral sources within those networks and show up consistently. So one of the things to think about is that just like any other marketing, referral marketing needs to be done consistently. In order to get consistent results, you have to do the activities consistently. So it's about consistency.
What would you recommend as a good cadence for consistent referral marketing? Once a week, once a month? Does it depend on the how well you know the referral partner?
So it depends on what you're asking, Rick. So how often should we be going to a networking group and out networking or meeting for coffee with people, things like that? The thing about that question is it really does vary from business to business. So a realtor who has to always bring in new sales is going to do a higher volume of, activity. Whereas, some of my financial advisor clients who've been in the business a while and they work with high net worth individuals, or like one of my clients who's an outsourced CFO, he only needs like 4 new clients a year and he is over the moon happy. So he doesn't have to do as much as someone who has a higher volume business. So it depends on your industry, your goals, all of those things factor in on what you do. So sorry, I can't give you a specific answer, but it does depend.
I understand, and I think it was a spot on answer. So, we've covered a lot of ground: the development of your business, how you got into it. We touched on referral strategies, things business owners should do, and I want to ask, or have you convey how people can contact you, how they can reach you, and also you shed a little secret here. You got your own book coming out a little bit later this year, and I want you to plug away.
Well, thank you so much, Rick. So you can find me on most social platforms. I do have a unique name, Maile Collmer, MaileCollmer. You can find me pretty much everywhere. That is my website. My main website is milecollmer.com. And my franchise website is contracosta.asentiv.com. So you can find me there. And my book that I'm so excited to announce is called Referrals Rainmaker. So I'm known as the Referrals Rainmaker, and I'm putting all my secrets, all my processes, a little bit about my story and how it works, all of that into this book, which should be coming out later this year, hopefully sooner rather than later. But if you've ever written a book, it's a big task to get that first book out, and I'm super excited about it. But I'm jamming it packed full of my referral strategies. And one of my clients, she's like, Maile, you're boots on the ground. So I'm very practical. I'm like, here's how you do it. Here's how you go out and get started. So there will be practical action steps that you can implement right away to make a difference in bringing in referrals to your business.
Well, the fact that you just stated that you're going to reveal your secret sauce, it will be a bestseller on any platform where it's sold. And thank you. Is there anything else that you want to mention about your business, Asentiv, or that we haven't covered? I think I've covered all my questions. And
yeah, I just say that if you are considering a franchise, I highly recommend meeting with Rick. He is very conscientious. He's very thorough. He is very compassionate and caring about his clients and making sure that it makes both financial sense as well as fits the person and the business to find a great franchise. So I've known you for a lot of years now, Rick, and I just would encourage anyone who's thinking about franchising to reach out to you, Rick, to get a consultation to find out what might be right for them.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, Maile. And it's been an honor and a privilege to have you as a guest. And big thank you. Thanks again.
Thank you, Rick. Have a great day.
You too.
You've been tuning into Is Franchising Right for You? With your host, Rick Morgin. You can find more episodes on all the major platforms, including YouTube, LinkedIn, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Thank you for your positive reviews, comments, questions, and for sharing this show with others.